What's going on, y'all? It's your boy Kazim Fahmy. We're here for MSG Networks and MSG PM. And tonight, the real Jollof battle is going down here in the beautiful borough of Brooklyn, New York. But it's not just about the food, it's not just about the games, it's about Africa, it's about community. It's about Nigeria versus Ghana. But you know tonight I'm repping for Nigeria, so let's get in there. Hopefully I get some buckets and a good plate as well.
Usually, but tonight it's about Ghana.
The debate was saying they were talking, but it's over now.
But it's alright. It was a good time. Good food, good people, good music. And what can you ask for more, baby? It's your boy Kaz, MSG PM, signing off. And still green, white, green all day though.
Well, welcome back to MSG PM presented by 7-Eleven. 7-Eleven, take it to 11. And you just saw the recap of the Battle of the Real Jollof 2022 in Brooklyn, New York. And now I'm joined by the head coach of the winning Ghana team, Pops Mensah Bonsu. Welcome to the show, my brother.
Thank you for having me.
Let's talk about that game, man. It looked like the first half, Team Nigeria was going to come away with it. Talk to me about your strategy as a coach, because it wasn't looking too good for y'all in that first half, but you ended up turning it around.
Man, it's interesting, man. I never thought of myself as a coach. I've always gone in the opposite direction, which is why I'm an executive. But, you know, there's a few times in my life that I put the coaching hat on, and for this game, you know, was one of them. And there wasn't much of a strategy because a lot of the team and the players met for the first time that day. So we just try to keep it simple and make sure they all knew how to play. So make sure we had some simple plays and just told them to move the ball, but most importantly, have fun.
You know, I respect that coaching strategy. And, you know, myself, you employed the coaching strategy of just getting more athletic players than myself. So I got to know from your perspective, what was your strategy to stopping me and holding me to a triple single this past game, bro? What did you game plan for me?
We figured once you ran up and down the court twice that you'd be trying to breathe through your ears, so that would, you know, you'd probably take yourself out. So, you know, we didn't have to plan too much for that.
You know what? It looked like it worked. Right? Because once I saw a couple of them alley-oops going back and forth and people trying to meet each other at the rim, I was like, you know what?
They could play.
I might be in a little bit over my head right now, but man, incredible time. So much fun. It was an incredible moment. What was your favorite moment of the event?
Wow, that's tough. I think overall, it was just a beautiful scene. Being able to have, it was a production. You know, having the game the first time a couple years ago was a great experience, but seeing how far it's come and seeing where it can go was amazing to see. And yes, it's a healthy rivalry, but the most important thing for me was the fact that we could all come together as Africans and celebrate.
Yeah.
And it showed what we could do when we come together. So I was just excited to, you know, be a part of that and experience that and have the masses see, you know, a little bit of our African culture.
You know, you mentioned the growth, and I remember the first game several years ago over in the Nike gym a few blocks away. It was an incredible moment, incredible time, and even COVID, all the pandemics and everything couldn't stop the momentum of what the Battle of the Real Jollof is, because it's real beef out here, all right? I'm Nigerian, he's from Ghana, you feel me? And Jollof Wars has been going on for a long time, not just in food, not just in this past week. Why is the Battle of Jollof, even after this game, even before this game, Why is it so heated between us? Why can't we just get along when it comes to our tasting rice?
I think the Battle of Jollof is just a byproduct and the overall healthy competitive nature of the two countries.
Yes.
We're so close together and we're always battling when it comes to food, culture, music, and a number of different other things. So, we're always trying to have an edge on each other. And, Jollof is probably, as far as cuisine is concerned, probably one of the more famous and notable battles. So it was, like I said, it was all in good fun, and it was a great experience.
Can I say something that might get me in trouble?
I know what you're going to say, but go ahead.
Can I say something that will get me in trouble? The Ghana jollof rice, it's not bad. It's not bad. It's pretty. It's good. It's okay.
Oh.
It's nice.
Are we
it's
lying
decent.
on this show?
It's tasty. I see. There's lots of flavors. Okay, I see. What you guys are doing with it, but it's good. I'll say something nice.
Compared to the Nigerian jollof.
It's okay. We're not even gonna talk about Nigerian jollof. We're just gonna. I'm just gonna.
Because we won that battle too, right? just FYI for those. Where's the camera? We won that battle too.
Hey, listen,
Thank you.
I'm trying to be a gracious host. Not say nothing slanderous about Ghana, but you know what?
I'm a bad winner. I'm sorry. I've learned over time that I'm not a very good winner, but it's again, this was a big deal for everybody, and having lost the first game, I could not wait another year or a couple years to listen to TJ, Arinza, everybody else, in my ear talking about, how they won. So we had to make sure that we came out with a victory too.
Now, we know you're an absolute competitor in real life as well. Obviously, you went undrafted in the NBA, but you had an incredible career. You signed with the Mavericks, and you've gotten some great times, some great moments as a professional basketball player. What was your favorite moment in the NBA thus far?
In the NBA?
Yeah.
Wow, that's tough. Well, there's a couple, but one that stood out. Like I said, I went undrafted. One of my goals, being of Ghanaian descent, was to be a mirror image of success.
Yeah.
And hopefully getting drafted and having a long career. My career didn't go in that direction.
Right.
But I remember playing in Toronto, one of my first games, and one of my first opportunities to play, and I got a standing ovation. Standing ovation for an undrafted player that came from the G League. It was pretty special. And there was a large Ghanaian community in Toronto, and they embraced me. So that moment right there is part of what my makeup is and what pushes me to keep going on a day-to-day basis for others who look like me to see a mirror image of themselves in a position of success. So, that was probably the biggest and best moment for me.
And even a bigger moment is the ever expansion of the NBA into Africa. And, yourself being an ambassador for Basketball Africa right now, I'm sure that's got to be just a proud moment for you on the court as it is off the court, expanding the game, expanding the horizons of where basketball could reach, especially in your home country.
Yeah, it's special. It's special because when I first got to the NBA, there was probably only a handful of African players there. Now, there's probably, a quarter of the NBA were born outside of the United States. And, being a part of that family, that network, and being an ambassador to the Basketball Africa League is a huge deal to me, especially because I'm one of only 2 Ghanaian-born players to ever play in the NBA. And, people will see that as an accomplishment, but I see it as alarming because I shouldn't be the last player of Ghanaian descent to play in the NBA. So part of my passion and my purpose in life is to make sure I provide that opportunity to a younger generation, not only to make it to the NBA, but also, live their lives and have opportunities through the game of basketball. So, being an ambassador for the Basketball Africa League was special, and I'm just glad that it's growing the way that it is.
The one and only Pops Mensah-Bonsu of Ghana. Appreciate you, sir. We're going to get that rubber match going next year. Can't wait
for sure.
dude.
For sure. Just don't cheat this time, okay?
Appreciate you.
Thank
MSGB on New York, don't go anywhere. We talk about Jollof all day long.